Hey, random stranger. I hope you're having a great day and that you're ready for another episode of Land of the Lustrous. Well, last episode blew my mind. It touched on questions of life and death and immortality in quite a beautiful way that I've rarely seen done in other shows. I do want to comment a little bit more on Cinnabar and their situation. Not because I am completely biased and I love her to bits, which I do, but because it seems like her conflict ties in with the overall question that the show is trying to interrogate, which is being alive the same as living? So there's this scene in the last episode where Cinnabar is reaching out to touch a flower, but she stops herself short because she remembers that everything she touches dies. And one, my heart broke. Two, I felt it was very symbolic of how she wants so badly to partake in the fullness of life that she sees the other gems around her enjoying. So, things like combat, producing things, making things, being out during the day, literally living under the sun. So, Sensei, like with good intentions, maybe, I think the jury's still out on that. He said that he's tried to convince Cinnabar that merely living is good enough. You should be happy that you're even breathing. Don't try to push yourself to be something that you're just not. And it reminded me of what happens so often with people who have big dreams, but the people around them who claim to care for them, and often like they do. And in many cases, those people are like, don't do it, it's too risky, that's sort of not where your potential lies and not what you were born to be. Just all of these statements that act to constrain your ability to forge your own path and to overcome what most everyone else around you thinks is an insurmountable challenge for you. And so that is why I'm rooting so hard for Cinnabar, because they represent anyone who has ever wanted more out of life than just surviving or quote unquote living. And they just need a little help to get there. So that is why Phos is so important to Cinnabar as well, and like vice versa, because they're up against this whole mentality of be happy with your lowly station, isn't that enough for you? And they're both wanting to break free of that. Well, like even as I'm speaking now and words coming out of my mouth, I'm surprised how deep the show is getting. And I feel like as each episode progresses, I understand more and more why you guys love it so much. And it's kind of like taking a philosophy class, but in a much, much more enjoyable format. So I'm pretty psyched for this episode, particularly because we need to get Phos out of that situation they were stuck in last time. And there's a storm that just snuck up on us, and but hopefully you won't be able to hear too much of it. So if you guys are ready, let's go in 3, 2, 1, play. She's Morga, I think. Oh, they're all working together to save Phos again. These are some new gems. Whoa. Watermelon. So there's a gem called watermelon. I mean, watermelons are very gem-like. They are such a family, just bickering. Cinna is like 3 times, really? Are you really asking me to save her a 3rd time? They went for you, Cinnabar. Oh. Daya is like completely on my wavelength. I'm I'm getting pretty strong romantic vibes. I don't know if you guys did when you watched this, but that is what I am getting. Just fishing her up. They're already like salivating. That's awful. So we got to look at quite a few other gems that we haven't really met properly yet. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's particularly the one called watermelon. I love watermelon. It is in my top 5 fruits. It's just not the season for it right now down here. What does that line mean? That keeps me together, which is something the gems seem to have a really hard time doing. Like, literally. Return. The return of Phos? What are they gonna do to her? They're being like literally served up on a platter. That's why you don't trust moon people. They're totally blackmailing her. That got her. But King knows how much Phos cares for Cinnabar. Oh my goodness. I think I hate them. They're just completely devoid of any kind of compassion or humanity, quite ironically enough. Wait, who is that? Oh, is that? Hang on. Oh, that's the brother. That's it. Yep. Okay. Slug number 2, with a weirdly cutish face. That is very disturbing. Oh. I don't think that's going to end well for them. Yeah. Like, come on, guys. Why? Also, I wonder what that thing is that they always ride in on. Like, it's definitely not a cloud. It looks quite solid. Aculeators. Don't they shrink down to size if they fall into the sea? How many pieces of her have already fallen off, and can she get them back? And they get them back. Oh, that's their true form. They look slightly evil. Yeah, and they do not look like they're on good terms. What about Phos? Help her. Handing it. They're just treating Phos like just a piece of thing. In much the same way the Linnarians did them. It's like eat or be eaten. Mm. I feel like but it's just because they have completely given up. I mean, how many times can you be broken and put back together and broken and put back together? It's even gems have limits. Oh, she's 300. Yeah. You don't want to become the monster that you were a victim of. Although, like, it happens so often. Oh, they're all gonna wade into the sea. Look, regardless of how mean they are to her, they do all drop everything as soon as Phos is in danger. So I do appreciate that. And it's not even just Daya and Cinnabar, who's still trying to be a hard ass. It's like all of them, even Bort. Okay, so Bort, I see you. The problem is Phos is, it seems like Phos is starting to believe that herself. Oh, oh, they must have taken her back. But what are they going to do without her legs? They found her eye. That's it. God. Come on, Cinnabar. They're really not. They just don't really know how to respond to someone who actually cares so much for them. Clay 7.5. Wait, they didn't know that Phos already came back? Oh, that's pretty. And it's night as well. Oh wow. That's pretty sacrificial of the whole group. Oh, was that Bort? That was draped over his shoulder? Oh man. Cinema just drag. Yeah, you'll get her next time, Phos. God, they look so sad. Even Ratil. Ratil's clearly worried. Nice. Does Ratil? She doesn't realize who they're talking to. Wait, so which memories has Phos lost then? Because 2 legs is quite a lot. Oh, oh my goodness. Is he mad? Is that what he's like when he's super mad? Who is he mad at though? They're all scared that he's gonna break them. What is happening? Oh, but come on, you didn't have to break their arms off to make a point. Sorry, guys, I know I have a thing with Sensei. I'm sure as the story goes on, everything will become clear. Oh, that's gem material? Oh, okay. Wait, so will that make her stronger then, since it's a higher level than her? Also, I'm I think that came off the shell of that other snail. And so she's being essentially reunited with the element of flesh. Ooh. Hmm. Yes, it's show. Hmm, this is fascinating. Oh wow. Like licorice sticks. Yeah, it's they need time. These things always take time. Oh. Oh, I hope they still remember who Cinnabar is. If Phos doesn't remember Cinnabar, I will not do much, but I will be a little bit sad. Rutiel's just passed out. They have been working overtime. Alex. Hello, Alex. They look good. Oh, taking inspiration from the promise that she made, that they made. I love how it's like four toes is the agate. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, I love that pan shot. Wow. That actually didn't take that long. Well done, Phos. I love their two like braid things. Oh, that's Phos. They're running like the wind. So that new material really has sort of upgraded her abilities. Oh no, that's not good, right? How did that episode go by so quick? So, the big reveal for this episode, I mean, there were several, but the biggest one was the reveal of Foss's new digs. Her agate, or I think it's pronounced agate, those legs have transformed her into a speedster, and I've got a really good feeling about how that will propel her towards finding her place finally and just feeling useful, especially in the first half of the episode where I don't think we've ever seen Phos so downtrodden and just completely given up hope of ever being more than the useless runt of the litter. So I'm happy for her. The whole exchange Phos had with the snails. So we saw Achilliardus and their flesh form, and weirdly enough, the pair of them, King and Achilliardus, reminded me so much of the dynamic between Bort and Daya, which I found interesting. So Achilliardus originally had wanted to continue to use Phos to negotiate a prisoner release of sorts with the Lunarians, but in the end, I guess decency won out when King stopped them from going ahead with that plan and actually took Phos back home. Again, I am not a real fan of the snail people, and I don't think King helping Phos return home made up for all of the stuff that they did to them. But it was gratifying to see the more compassionate side win out. This show feels well-rounded in how it presents the whole spectrum of moral and personal decisions that each of the characters have to make. Because, I mean, as in real life, there's just swathes of grey morality, and real people are really complicated. So if a story can bring that out, it just makes it so much more compelling. Unlike certain other shows which I've watched and finished recently, and I won't say their names, but it's a real shame when writers set up these complex characters who make flawed but understandably flawed decisions. And then so often towards the end, because they have to shoehorn in certain plot developments, they flatten those characters down into these cookie cutter, like good guy, bad guy, crazy person, sane person. They just crush the nuance out of those characters completely. And I hope that doesn't happen in this show because it's doing so well, and I have a feeling that it won't, just based on all of the positive comments that you guys have been leaving. So that was episode 5, less lore heavy this time, but equally as intriguing, and I'm really looking forward to watching episode 6 with you guys next.